Hi, everybody. Welcome to Friday live Q&A. I have been incredibly busy lately. I've been working on designing a new program and getting some conversations together. I have just started a new thing that I'm going to be doing on YouTube. I would love for you all to come join me there. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are not already subscribed. But we're going to be doing a meeting of the minds, which I believe starts next week. I'm going to have some really awesome guests, some other healers, coaches of all kinds, of all backgrounds on the channel, just giving you guys a big resource of people that you can go to. But mainly what I want to have these people on for is to show where they have come from, the struggles that they've gone through in order to get where they are and where they're at now, so that if any of you are feeling stuck or frustrated or feeling like nothing that you ever do is ever really going past a certain point, that you can understand what it looks like or has looked like for the rest of us who are reaching our goals, who are getting these major milestones met. What are we experiencing that we're pushing through that maybe you're experiencing that you're not pushing through? What are you not seeing that we can point out? Because, as I continue to work with people, both in my program and as my clients, I really notice the same things with them that I noticed with myself before I started having success and reaching my goals. And that is that a lot of the time people feel like, and it's not your fault, it's something that I think we were all taught, that when something feels hard, when something feels like it's a struggle or like it feels bad, we get this idea in our mind that that means it's not meant to be. And I just did a 3-day live boot camp, which, by the way, was incredible. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The feedback that I have gotten from the people who attended is that they thoroughly enjoyed it as well. And that makes me very happy that they were able to do some things that help them move forward and move the needle. And that makes me very proud and it moves me. But what I've noticed is that, so what I was saying is, it's like we heard the saying. There's a saying that you probably all know, and that's whatever is meant for you won't pass you by. And I really wanted to bring this up to everybody that was in the training, because that is a lie. That is not true. If it is meant for you, it will 100% pass you by if you allow it. Nothing is going to be beating down your door. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to do it for you. No, nothing is just going to fall in your lap because you've seen it happen for someone else, one, or two, because it appears that way when you look at someone who has succeeded, because you have never sat them down and asked them, hey, I see you're very successful. Did that just happen to you? Or did you have anything to do with it? Is there anything that you did that you had to push through, that you had to struggle with, that got you there? And 9 times out of 10, that means for every 10 people, 9 of those people are going to answer you by saying, yeah, it was difficult. And I had to push past a lot of challenges. I had to meet myself at certain places and have a conversation with myself and ask myself if this is something that I really want. How bad do I want this? Is this important to me? And I failed a million times, but I had to get back up because there was something inside of me that wouldn't let me give up. I don't know what it was. I don't know why it chose me, but I had to keep going. And so that's what I had to do. And you are now seeing the fruits of that. And of course, there will always be that one person. It's like, well, I've just always been lucky like that. I've always had good opportunities in front of me. I've been able to meet great people. I'm very social. I put myself out there. I'm not afraid of things. But that is not the majority. And the problem is those of us who are struggling, when we're like, okay, I'm going to do this thing and it feels right and I really want it. And if I really want it, that must mean it's for me. And so I'm going to go towards that thing. And as I go towards that thing, wow, this is great. I'm doing good. Everything's good. Momentum is great. And then you meet your first roadblock And you're like, you know what, this sucks, this is hard, but I'm going to get through it because I really want this thing. So you go through the roadblock and you're like, all right, I got through that. We're doing good. We're on our way. We're keeping going. And then you get to another roadblock and you're like, this is even worse than the last roadblock. And you start questioning, well, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe this isn't what's meant for me. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. But there's something again inside of you that says, no, this is for me. This is what I want. I'm stubborn. I'm going for it. This is what I'm doing. And you keep moving towards it. And then you hit another roadblock. And this one may even be worse than the last one. And you're like, okay, somebody's trying to tell me something here. This must not be made for me. There must be something else that I'm supposed to be doing. Now, some people will be strong enough to go through that one. But most people, this is where they give up. They decide that the thing is hard because it's not meant for them. That is a lie. That's not true. And if that's what you think and that's where you give up, then you are not going to ever reach the goal. I forget who said it. Maybe it was Seth Godin, said that if I fail more than you, it was Dan Sullivan. If I fail more than you, I win because it means I'm still in the game. If you are afraid of failure, you're afraid of winning because it's only the people who continue to make a mistake and self-correct, make a mistake and self-correct. Those are the people who win. It is the people who make a mistake and decide that's not for them and they shouldn't be doing this and stop that lose because failing is giving up. You cannot win if you give up. So if you interpret the discomfort or the mistake or it's not working or XYZ as failure and you give up, you're done. But if you take it as data, as information to recalibrate and to try to find something else better or more efficient, or try to find someone who's already accomplished what you're trying to accomplish and sit them down and have a conversation with them about what struggles they went through, what challenges came up for them, what fears did they experience, and what did they do in the face of those things. Now you've got some more data. If you don't know anybody who's ever done what you're trying to do, you are one of the luckiest people that have been alive in the last, 100 years or whatever, because you have YouTube. You can pick up any book from Amazon. You can go to YouTube and watch any YouTuber. Search for these people who are doing what it is that you want to accomplish and study these people. Get to know, where do they hang out? What do they do? What is their routine? What are their habits? What do they read? What are they listening to? Who do they hang out with? How do they dress? What do they eat? What are their routines? If I didn't say that already. And so this is why I want to start bringing on some people who have created major shifts in their life, because I want to show you a conversation between people who are doing the things that they need to do no matter what to reach their goals. So you can see that regular people just like me and whoever else I have on are doing whatever it takes and what that looks like. Because when I tell people, when you should be willing to do whatever it takes, no matter what, your brain has trained you to think that that is some kind of sacrificial, demonic, impossible thing. And it's not. Most of the time, it's simply staying in the game when shit gets hard. That's no matter what. Like I said, I've had clients, you haven't heard this because you didn't come to my event. Maybe somebody who's listening has, but I've had people who were straight up addicts for years who have triumphed and became published authors. I have had people who were in very high corporate level positions that did not want to be there anymore, that have let it all go to rebuild something that they did want, that they did love, that was theirs. I've had people who have spent their entire lives broke, homeless, a hot mess. Look at Layla Hermosi. If you need a real life example, so I'm not gonna, Unless you're one of my clients and you'd like to come on here and tell your story, I would love to have you reach out to me and we can schedule something. But if you want a public figure, look at Layla Hermosi, hot mess. And now she's a multi-million-dollar she manages multi-million dollars in portfolios. And I'm probably saying that wrong. There's just so many examples in my own practice alone that I see every single day. People defying the odds, people pushing past difficult things, people creating something. And you look back and you're like, dude, your life was a disaster. How did you do that? Because enough was enough. Enough is enough. I'm not going to live like that anymore. That is a past version of me that is not in my future. And I will do whatever it takes within my power to make sure that I never live that life again. And that is my challenge to those of you who resonate with my work. And I know a lot of people don't, and that is okay with me. I'm all right with that. Because there are people that do. There are people that need to hear this. There are people who have something going on inside of them that says that this is enough. I've been made for more. And I just need someone to tell me it's possible. Someone to show me they did it. And someone to show me not only did they do it, but they've helped other people do it too. And it is possible for me. And for you, I'm here. If that's not for you, maybe that'll change in the future. Maybe you're good, and that's good. In that case, it's not for you. I am so excited about the guests that I have coming up. And if you and I have spoken about you becoming a guest and you are not on the calendar, make sure that if you don't have the link anymore, you get that link from me and we'll get you set up. If you are someone who I've spoken to in the past and would like to come back, I would love to have you. Anybody that I have ever had a conversation with online is someone that I would love to do that with again. If you are someone that I have no idea that you have triumphed in a situation that was incredibly difficult and you've made something, even if it's not huge yet, I want to talk to you. Let's show each other what's possible. You know, I saw a post somewhere, I don't remember whose it was or where it was, about someone kind of going in, making a kind of jab at influencers or, you know, people online who are saying they have the cure for this, the cure for that. And although I completely understood where this person was coming from, it really stirred something up inside of me about not only what I do, but what the people in our community, like the Facebook community, does. And I want to offer you an alternative perspective if you feel inundated by marketing, or you feel like someone's always trying to sell you something. I'm 44 years old. I grew up in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, really before YouTube and the internet was huge. And if we wanted to watch a TV program, we would turn the TV on and we would watch a segment of the program. And then all of a sudden the commercials would start. And the commercials probably lasted anywhere from 10 minutes, like around 10 minutes. It was like 5 commercials. And they were all about pharmaceuticals or where to get your next, you know, Carnation instant breakfast or whatever the thing that was being marketed to us was there. We accepted it. We waited for the commercials to be over. And then we would go back into our show. We don't have that anymore. Now we come on Facebook and we're marketed to, we go on YouTube and we're marketed to constantly. Okay, it drives me nuts. But let me tell you this. I would rather be marketed to by someone who's already experienced a health issue and wants to offer me their solution that worked for them, who has had a mental health issue and has already found the solution that has worked for them, who has had a business issue or a money issue or a mindset issue or a parenting issue. Fill in the blank, all the issues that people could have. And then a real person, just like me, who has had the same issue that I am currently having, reaching out for free and saying, hey, I've got a way for you to not only find this solution, but you can come to this free event where you can try it out on your own, see if it works for you, see if it resonates with you. And if it does, then I can present to you what I have that can help you, even if it costs money. I'd rather have that than some suit or some corporate or some person with a drug or some person that I don't know, that I have no idea is being truthful, that I have no experience or opportunity to try their product first for free before I work with them or see if I resonate with them or invest in them in any way. But yet, for some reason, everybody's like this to those people. And I see it so much because I have so many coaches in my circle who, that I network with, that I work with, that I'm in groups with, and we're all experiencing like this shun. I don't feel shunned. I feel like, people that are attracted to me need what I have, and people that aren't attracted to me don't need it yet. Right? But I did see this post, and it was like, so you'd rather be marketed to by corporate America, and you're okay with that? You don't want a real person who's actually been through it, who's actually like saying, here, I'm human. Hey, by the way, I'm human. I do this. I've experienced it. I got through it. This is how I got through it. Let me offer you something. Oh, how dare they? It's like, man, I would so much rather have that, because that is my people. That is humans. That is the people that I interact with, taking over this space and saying, I am a human. I am just like you. And I can show you what I experienced when I was experiencing what you're going through. And I can show you how to get out of that. I don't get it personally, but that's just me. All right. If y'all have any questions, don't forget to put them in the chat. Otherwise, just say hello. Let us know that you have stopped by. Maybe throw a like in for the algorithm so I can make sure that more people can see this live event and participate in it. If they have any questions about mindset, goal reaching, subconscious mind, and how that affects their belief systems and their habits and their behaviors, and what to do about that. So yeah, let me know. I'm going to stick around for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to head on out for the weekend. It's a holiday weekend for a lot of y'all. I don't celebrate Easter because I don't have any family around, and yeah, just don't. So all right, we are wrapping things up here. Hi everyone, how you doing? What are you guys doing for Easter? I bet people are cooking some really good things. I will be fasting for Easter. It's going to be fun. Yay. I can't wait to show you the guests that I'm having on coming up soon. I hope you all stay tuned for those things. Let me know if there's any specific topic that you would like me to cover in the future, or for me to have people on to discuss about. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention, I am going to be I haven't decided if it's going to be a 90-minute or a 2-hour webinar. I believe it's next Monday or Tuesday in the evening. If that's something that you'd be interested in, definitely put a fire emoji in the chat so I can make sure to get your information and get you out the link to that. It's likely going to be a repeat of the 3-day event, just more condensed, that I just did this week. That was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I've gotten some great feedback from the people who attended. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, yeah, like I said, it's either going to be 90 minutes or 2 hours. And instead of 3 days, it'll just be a 1-day thing that I believe I'm just going to repeat every week until I start doing, somebody has asked me to do another 3-day event. So I'll have to plan that out. um, for y'all. But let me know if you're interested. Okay, we're at 20 minutes now, so I'm going to head out. Don't forget to let me know you stopped by, show some love in the chat, and I will see y'all on Friday. Bye.